In the icy expanse of the North Pole, a drone operator named Carter was conducting routine aerial surveys. What started as a typical day in the frigid wilderness quickly turned extraordinary when his drone's camera captured something on the icy landscape that left him bewildered. As he zoomed in for a closer look, he saw a polar being doing something he had never seen before. Before we start, smash the like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any news stories. During his many drone flights over the North Pole, Carter had seen multiple polar bears from time to time. A lot less than he would have liked, but that was sadly often the case with animals that were threatened by extinction. As somebody who was dealing with wildlife and nature daily, this was just something he had to get used to. Carter was also very much aware that changes in the climate and the natural habitat could motivate animals to behave differently than they normally would. This was particularly the case for polar bears, who see their ice home melt away more and more every year, right in front of their eyes. But Carter had never seen this kind of behavior before. He continued filming the polar bear and made sure to save all the footage. He even tried to get close to the animal to try and help him understand what was going on exactly. He was so focused on the behavior of the animal that he completely lost track of the battery life of the drone. It was depleting rapidly in these temperatures, but Carter was oblivious to it. He only realized what was happening when it was already too late. The drone started to slow down and descend to the ground. At first, Carter thought there was maybe an error or something, but he felt like, ew, complete fool when he took a gander at the battery life. It was completely empty. He had no control over the drone anymore, and it slowly went to the ground. The screen of the drone went out, and all Carter had now was the footage and a rough idea of the location of the drone. And he knew that he was in trouble. This was not just any drone. This was a very expensive long-distance drone, which had been decked out to withstand very cold temperatures. It was worth well in the 100,000. If he did not get it back, his ass would be on the street. At this point, Carter had foolishly already completely forgotten about the polar bear. His mind was only focused on the drone and what he was supposed to do now. He knew one thing for sure, and that was that he needed to get it back before his superiors found out it was gone. But for that, he needed to journey deep into the icy terrain of the North Pole with all the dangers that would present. The base Carter was currently located at was also on the North Pole, but in a place with a bit more infrastructure. From here, he would need to take an icebreaker boat and get as close to the drone as possible. It would be about a 2-hour boat journey. From there, he would need to walk probably about an hour through the ice and snow to get to the drone. And that is also when the polar bear popped into his head again. How dangerous would it be to go out there with a creature like that going around at its leisure? Carter pulled up the footage he had just recorded and tried to study the behavior of the animal again. It was anything but normal. But he did not know if this made the animal more or less dangerous. Either way, it felt like suicide to go on this mission alone. He needed help. Luckily, there were a couple more people working at base camp in this period, and Carter had a decent relationship with them, not to a level that they would want to go with him to help him retrieve a drone, but good enough to be ankled to be convinced. And the footage of the polar bear should easily be enough to convince them. When Carter showed the footage to his two fellow researchers, Kyle and Norman, they were absolutely stunned. They had never seen anything like this before and wanted to know more about it. But Carter told them that the only way to do this was to go to the animal. The two researchers were understandably hesitant, but they ended up agreeing to go. During the journey, the researchers could not stop speculating about what the polar bear could have been doing exactly. Carter had no problem joining them in these speculations, but his mind was of course mainly focused on getting the drone back. The journey through the ice was easier than expected. Just as they had been tracking, the melting of the ice had steadily progressed and might have even gone a little faster than they anticipated. A bad sign in general, but for now, Carter guessed it was a bit helpful. They got the boat attached to one of the bigger ice caps and then made their way onto land. From here, they had to start being careful. On the ice, they were very much out of their element, and they knew that there was a polar bear potentially nearby. They slowly made their way in the direction that Carter had been pointing them, growing more nervous with every step. The cold wind cut across the frozen terrain as Carter, Kyle, and Norman pushed forward. According to the GPS, this empty stretch of snow should have held the missing drone. Carter scanned the horizon, searching for the polar bear they had seen earlier. It too was gone. They continued searching, covering long distances across the ice. Kyle spotted fresh footprints etched clearly into the snow. Polar bear tracks. They moved carefully along the bear's path, Carter leading as he studied the deep, deliberate impressions. The tracks twisted across the ice in irregular patterns, suggesting unusual behavior. As they advanced, faint drag marks appeared alongside the footprints. Something had been pulled across the snow, and the possibility that the drone was involved became harder to ignore. As the day wore on, the tracks guided them through a narrow corridor between towering ice formations. Here, the signs were unmistakable. Further along, they came upon disturbed snow and deep scratches in the ice. Something chaotic had happened there. Whether it involved the bear alone or something else remained unclear, but the sign suggested struggle rather than chance. In the clearing, they found the drone lying solitary against the stark white snow. It was as if the drone had been gently placed there, far from where they had expected. Carter knelt beside the drone, his hands trembling slightly as he examined it. Relief washed over him as he found it mostly intact, with only minor scratches. "It's still in one piece," he announced, a rare smile breaking through his usual stoicism. The polar bear was nowhere to be seen. Its absence felt unsettling, leaving the vast landscape feeling even more exposed. They wasted little time securing the drone and searching the area for clues. Carter packed the equipment carefully while the others examined the surrounding snow. As twilight crept in, they prepared to leave, burdened by unanswered questions. The untouched drone, the missing bear, and the strange calm of the clearing weighed heavily on them. When they reached the coastline, their relief quickly turned to disbelief. The boat was gone. They searched the area in silence, but the truth was undeniable. Their only way back had vanished. Fresh polar bear tracks marked the snow near where the boat had been anchored. The trail led away from the shore, raising unsettling possibilities. The idea that the bear could somehow be connected felt improbable, yet nothing else explained the evidence. With no options left, Carter contacted their base using the satellite phone. Rescue was possible, but hours away. As the call ended, the weight of isolation settled over them. Until help arrived, they were completely alone. Survival became their priority. Using snow and ice, they constructed a basic shelter, drawing on Carter's experience. Huddled together, they rationed supplies and waited as the cold intensified. The wind howled endlessly, a reminder of how fragile their situation was. Night fell quickly, bringing deep darkness and relentless cold. The cold introduced new challenges. Their shelter barely shielded them from the frost, and simple tasks became difficult. As the estimated rescue window approached, cautious hope returned. They searched the horizon repeatedly, clinging to the possibility of help. The endless white stretched before them, indifferent to their waiting. Then, a distant shape appeared. Slowly, it took form a boat. As it drew closer, disbelief replaced exhaustion. It looked exactly like their missing vessel. Confusion grew as the boat approached and anchored near the shore. The scene felt unreal, as if logic no longer applied. Instinctively, they retreated into the shadows, watching in silence. A figure stepped onto the ice, its movements smooth and deliberate. There was something unfamiliar about it, something unsettling. The way it moved stirred memories of the bear they had been tracking. After a brief, tense deliberation, the team agreed they could not remain hidden. Fear and curiosity pushed them forward as they stepped out of their shelter and moved cautiously toward the figure, each step heavy with uncertainty. Their senses sharpened as they closed the distance. The figure stood with its back to them, unaware of their approach. As they called out, the figure turned slowly. Its bear-like form was imposing, yet something about it felt strangely calm. The tension peaked as they prepared for the worst. Then the illusion shattered. The bear was not an animal at all, but a human wearing a remarkably realistic costume. As the figure removed the bear head, the truth became undeniable. The shock was immediate, overturning every assumption they had made over the past days. The man explained his purpose. He was a wildlife photographer who used the costume to blend into the Arctic environment, allowing him to observe animals without disturbing them. His unconventional approach, though startling, suddenly made sense in the context of the untouched drone, the missing boat, and the misleading track. As he spoke, the team's fear gave way to understanding. His dedication to capturing the Arctic in its purest form resonated with them. What had first appeared threatening now revealed itself as a carefully considered method driven by respect for nature. The photographer offered to help them return safely to base. His proposal transformed him from a source of mystery into an unexpected ally. Grateful and relieved, the team accepted their ordeal, taking one final turn toward resolution. That evening, gathered together, they spoke about the importance of minimizing human impact in such fragile environments. The photographer's perspective introduced new ways of thinking about observation, research, and coexistence with a natural world. Carter reflected quietly on how easily perception could be shaped by fear and unfamiliarity. The experience reinforced the value of adaptability and open-mindedness, especially in a place as unpredictable as the Arctic. As the night deepened, stories were shared of expeditions, close encounters, and survival in extreme conditions. Despite their different paths, a shared respect for the Arctic's beauty and danger bound them together. By morning, preparations were underway. With the drone recovered and the mystery resolved, they loaded their gear onto the boat. What had once felt like a perilous return now carried a sense of reassurance, guided by knowledge rather than uncertainty. As they moved across the icy waters, Carter considered how every Arctic journey carried lessons beyond science or exploration. This expedition, shaped by confusion and surprise, had blurred the line between expectation and reality. The shared challenges had strengthened the team, forging trust and camaraderie. The Arctic had tested them, but it had also rewarded them with insight and connection. With the landscape sliding past, conversation returned, lighter now. Plans for future work took shape, informed by the unexpected truths they had uncovered. Back at the base, Carter looked out over the icy horizon, contemplating their extraordinary adventure. He felt a sense of accomplishment, coupled with an eagerness for his next challenge in the Arctic. With a story that seemed almost unbelievable and insights gained from an unexpected encounter, he was ready to embark on whatever the Arctic would throw at him next.